Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey with us. We are one growing YouTube family. Thank you so much. If you also like the video, please give a thumbs up. It helps to circulate the video worldwide and people get to recognize our video, our group, our family. Thank you so much. I also would like to mention to you that I do have a crochet private group on Facebook. If you do have a profile, then you're more than welcome to join. You have to have a profile because there's a lot of scammers going around into the crochet groups, and I'm removing myself from them and keeping just one or two that I'm comfortable with. Besides that, I'm taking myself off the other ones. There's too much scamming going on. Be careful with the links that says bit on it. Those are fraud scammers that go through your phone if you're using your phone or your computer. You have to be extremely careful. I also have a crochet page. You can follow me through there. It's the same name, Crochet Art Tutorials by Maggie Lopez. And I also like to mention up top, there's 3 little buttons. You can slow down the video to the speed you would like. Right next to it, there's the closed caption. Everything I will say will be written down here. You can pause the video, take notes, and makes it much easier on everybody. If you have a tight stitch, use a hook bigger, one size bigger. If your stitch is too loose, use a hook one size smaller. It helps to create these beautiful patterns. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. Also, I have the PayPal account below in my description box for donations for the women in need of yarn and thread. They're desperately in need. I would appreciate if you guys can help me to get these threads and yarns to these women by donating whatever you feel like. It doesn't have to be millions. Anything counts. Below my video also there's a dollar sign, I think with a little bag or something. That's out of YouTube. These are for the people to help the designers, creators with donations. If anybody is pretending to give me anything, to donate anything for myself by clicking underneath my video where the dollar sign is, I intend to take whatever donations I get for myself and put it towards the women in need. This is my attention to do. I am committed to help these women out, so please help me to help them. Thank you so much. I think I pretty much covered everything. I hope I didn't forget anything. Okay, so let's get started, everyone. Okay, everybody, so today we are going to remake. And why do I say remake? I say remake because I already have this tutorial out. It was at the beginning when I started with the YouTube videos, and at that time I still didn't have much knowledge on calling out the name of the stitches in English. So I've been highly requested quite a few times already for the past year to have this tutorial remake, and I never got around to it. So I'm going to do it today. Of course, it's, too big for me to show you completely, but it's a beautiful table runner. So this is done in 3 sections. You need to have 2 of this side, 2 of them, the same way and the same amount of stitch. And then you have the centerpiece, which is all round like that and flat, so you can lay whatever you are decorating on your table or counter or wherever you want it. And then this side is the same thing as this side here. So as you can see, it's pretty big. It's over 1 meter long for sure. Now, I've done this one. I'm going to change up a bit. Why am I going to change up a bit? Because I don't need to have 2 the same, right? This one I had added these little leaves like this. And then I added the ones with 3 chain, let me see, no, 5 chain and 7 chain. Now I've created, which I'll leave the link below to this flower. I've created this one, the same one, in blue. The only difference I'm not doing is these leaves. I've only done the green ones, okay, which they're onto the 8 loops in the back. So if you want to create this one without this, so once you do your flower and you do your 4 or 5 chain, depending upon your stitch, to create the 8 loops in the back, then you do chain 5, chain 7, with a single and chain 5, 3 chain into the next loop, chain 5, chain 7, chain 5 again, 3 chain separation for space into the next loop, chain 5, chain 7, so 8 times. Okay, so we're going to do it that way. I'm going to use the cream color and the blue, of course, to finish up the end. The end here I have the purple that I've closed in that has the same thing as this. So, and a pearl, but you don't have to do it. You can use any other flower as long as it has the 8 loops in the back, which I have quite a few flowers in my flower playlist. You can go there and have a look. So 100% 4-ply. Now, a lot of people keep asking me my 4-ply, what is it close to? Because a lot of people don't know what the 4-ply is, due to every country's a different thickness of 4-ply. Even here, I have 4-plies that are thicker and thinner than this. So this is similar to Aunt Lydia number 3. But I'm telling you now, if you do Aunt Lydia number 3, it's going to be huge. So if you want to have a normal 4-seater size table, then go with Aunt Lydia number 10. It's much smaller and delicate and not as huge as this one. Okay, so Aunt Lydia number 10 would be perfect for you. So I'm going to use, like I said, this color and then the blue, and that's about it. Okay, or I might even use the green instead of the blue here. I don't know yet. I'll see when I get to it. So we're going to get started, everybody. If you want to follow me on Instagram, on TikTok, on my Facebook page, or become a member of my Facebook group, then you can request. Just click on the links below. Okay? And please don't forget to give a thumbs up on the video. It's very important. This table runner is called the Harmony Table Runner. So I'm sure if you look into my playlist and you see the video, you will see first the video is not, the screen is not big enough. Didn't know how to operate with that app at that time, or call out the codes for the stitch for the crochet. So we'll do a much better job this time, right? Let's get started, everyone. Okay, everyone, so the first thing, I'm using hook size 3, by the way. First thing you want to do is the slip stitch knot. Now, I'm going to come behind, and exactly where I have my 3 chain separation here, I'm going to grab the blue part. That means the chain behind it. Okay, so as you can see there, I have the 3 chain, and there's the single right on it. I'm going to come and I'm going to do single and 2 chains. So we have the single from the 8 loops in the back, so that's exactly where it is. So 2 chain. I'm going to come back in again and do 2 more double crochet. Okay, I'm going to do chain 1 into the space where I have the 5 chain here, not the middle one, because we have 3 on the same loop. Okay, we have chain 5, chain 7, and chain 5. So right in between it, I'm going to do 1 double crochet, 1 chain, and in between the other one, not the middle one, but the one here, I'm going to do another double crochet, chain 1, and again, okay, everyone, so we have 2 put in, 2 chain. If your stitch is too loose, then do only 1 chain. So we've got it in the 5 chain little flower here, petal. I'm going to come behind the green one where the single is on the blue and do a double crochet. We're going to have a total of 5 double crochets. Chain 2 again. I'm going to come behind the first petal again here leaf, whatever you want to call it, double crochet, chain 2 into the next small one, double crochet. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to do 2 chain, and I'm going to come in where the single is again and do 3 double crochets. So basically what we're doing here, we're creating the flat part of the pattern. So we started with 3 double crochets where the single is on the flower, then the first little leaf, 2 chain double crochet, 2 chain the other small little leaf, not the middle one, the other one, and we have 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 3 double crochet, 2 chain again. Now this time we're coming into the center of the middle one, okay, because we just finished doing the flat front of the pattern. I'll show you in a second. So we're going to do 3 double crochet. All of the rest of them are 3 double crochet. We're going to have a total of 13 groups separated, spaced by 2 chain of 3 double crochet. So if you look here on this one, basically what we're doing here is this flat part. Okay, we're doing the flat one here, and now we're just starting to create these ones here with the 3 double crochet. Two chain. I'm coming in where the single is again. 3 double crochet. 2, oops, almost forgot the third one. So exactly on top of the single from the flower, where the loops in the back are, 2 double crochet, 2 chain, sorry, coming into the center of my leaf, and 3 double crochet. Now if you were to create the same flower as this one, it doesn't change anything. You're basically just going behind the paddles back here, which if you want to follow and do this way, I will leave the link to that one. You can start by there and then come back and proceed the rest of this one because it's more clear with the codes, like I said, the crochet codes. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 chain again. I'm coming in behind the green one into the blue single here and create my group of 3 double crochet. So it's always a repeat like this until we meet at the very first one that we did over here. So it's going to go all the way around until the very first one. We're going to have a total, including with the very first one we did, 13 groups of 3 double crochet. I'll meet you at the end. So I'm at the very last one, my 13th. I'm going to do my 2 chain, and I'm going to come into my 3rd space of the very first one here with a slip stitch. Now, so we started with this one, and then we did the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now if we start counting the groups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 with the very first one we started. So now we're going to go into row 2. Okay, so we're going into row 2. So row 2, we're going to walk over to the middle of the second, the middle double crochet with a single and 2 chain. On the same space, we're going to do another double crochet. Now, if you realize on this one here, I have 3 double crochet. Let me see if I can cut a little bit of lighting here. Crazy. So on this one, I have 3 double crochet. I'm going to do only 2 on this one. I'm not doing the 3. but you can do the 3 double crochets if you'd like. It doesn't change anything on the pattern. It just becomes a little bit more tidy and smaller. So 2 chain separation and 2 more double crochet on the same spot, same place. Okay, now we're going to create these blocks. From here to here will always be flat all the way up, exactly like we have on here. So we are creating this part will always be flat and the rest will always be round, of course, until a certain row, right? Get this out of the way so it doesn't confuse. So I'm going to do 1 chain only now, but if your stitch is too loose or too tight, I should say, then do 2 chain. I'm going to do a double crochet. So I'm creating those little blocks. Just got to get rid of this little thread here that's annoying. So I'm creating my first block here. 1 chain. I'm going into my second block. Again. Now we're increasing on these blocks here. Again, 1 chain separation into the next block. Again. Now this video is probably going to take 2-3 videos because it's a bigger pattern and it will not fit all into one video. If you find that it's too tight, then do 2 chain separation. 1 chain. I'm going to come into the center again and create my little 2 groups. In your case, if you're doing 3, then you're creating 3 double crochet instead of 2. Oops, and I almost went for 3. 2 chain separation and 2 more in the same space. So now we started with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks in the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks on the top. So it's going to keep increasing now. I'm going to do 1 chain again, and I'm coming into the middle. Now, like I said, if it's too tight, then we'll do 2 chain separation. And we're creating the same groups again all the way around on the same space in the middle of the 3 double crochets on here. So right in the center, we're creating 2 groups of 2 double crochet, 2 chain separation, and 2 more. And actually, I made a mistake. There is no chain separation here. Sorry about that. So coming in and doing 1 and 2. 2 chain separation and 2 more. And 2. And again, coming into the other middle one. So we're going to create this all the way around until here, and then we're going to close it with a slip stitch. Okay? Okay, everyone, so we pretty much did row 2, closing with a slip stitch. Now we're going to do the walk with a slip stitch to the center with a single and 2 chain. We're going to create the same groups. 2 double crochet, 2 chain separation, and 2 more double crochet. For some of you that are doing 3, then you can do your 3. Now, from here on end, I don't have to keep showing you what we're going to do here because it's always the same thing until the end of the rows. I will just lead you the way after we finish doing this one here. I will show you and lead you the way so the video doesn't become too long. Okay, so we know already that we have to do the 1 chain or 2 chain for some of you and go into the first blockage, little block there, and then the next one, and then the next one, and so on. Okay, So we're going to continue to do that and do the 2 groups exactly like here. We're going to do here, and then I'll come back to you. So we're going to keep repeating. This time I'm going to do 1 chain going into the next little blockage here on my 3rd row, 2 chain separation, and we're going to continue on. 1 chain, and again. 2 chain separation, and continue to do your little blockage. So I'm going to continue on. I'm going to do it all the way around. I'm going to come in with a slip stitch into the center, create my groups. I'm going to do my little blockages here, and I'll meet you here at the end of this one here. So I'll meet you at, so we are in row 1, 2, 3. I'll meet you on row 4 at the beginning here of row 4 of continuing, because this is just a repeat. Okay. Okay, everyone. So like I said, there was no point of repeating the same thing here because it's always going to be the same. Now, this is row 4. Row 4 and 5. The only thing that's going to change is here after we do the group, instead of doing 1 chain, we're doing 2 chain. Okay, and row 5, we're going to do 3 chain. So 2 chain separation here stays the same. Everything else stays the same. And 1, 2 chain coming in and create your groups. There's no point in me recording this all the way around. And row 5 is the same thing. The only difference is in row 5, you're going to do 3 chain instead of 2. So we started with 2 chain down here. We went to nothing, okay, and then 1, 2, now 3, and then I'll come back to you at the end of row 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 1 more row with 3 chain, and then I'll come back to you at the end because everything else stays the same, okay? Okay, everyone, so we are on row 5, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I said that we'd be doing 3 chain. So 2 and 3 chain, okay? I probably didn't explain myself properly. We're going to come 1, 2, 3. Not the very first one here, but the second one. So if you come from the top, 1, 2, and 3. You're going to come in and you're going to give it a nice stretch. And you're going to close it in so you can have a nice stretch there. And 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to come back in and create, I hope it's not too clear, and create the groups again. We'll be doing this all the way around the same way. Everything else stays the same. One, 2, and 3. And again. Now, if you don't want to roll it, you can just go directly down. 1, 2, and 3. And just bring it right back up. Give it a nice stretch. 1, 2, and 3. I like to do the twist on the needle, on the hook, I should say, because it's I don't know, I guess it gives it more of a tightness. Feel more protected, if you want to put it that way, I guess. 1, 2, and 3, and then come back in and create your groups again. 2 chain for space and 2 more double crochet. So we're going to have it like that. It's no different than doing this one here. This one I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let me just check here. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the same side. Sorry, it's just my thread is thinner. It's the same thing. Okay, so you do your here's the 3 double crochet. I'm only doing 2. So you'd come down, you'd grab on your third 1, 2, and 3, and bring it up, and then continue on 3 chain, and so on. Okay, so we'll do that all the way around. This thing is like heavy, it's huge. Okay, so we'll continue on. Okay, everyone, so I'm coming to the end. Just to show you nothing changes. You still come down, you do your 3 chains, pull your thread, and 3, and slip stitch on the 3rd space. So we'll have the same thing on this side as we have on this side, okay? And then we continue to do the regular little blocks like we've been doing. So we're doing the walk with a slip stitch, single, 2 chain, and create your groups again. 2 chain separation, nothing changes. 1 chain, okay, so I'll meet you there. Okay, everyone, so we're going into row 6, which I have started already. And now row 6, we're doing chain 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I'm coming into the center of my little group here and doing a single. Chain 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And again, repeat the same thing all the way around. So I've closed in with a slip stitch. Now let's just confirm that you are not lost, because I am not going to do a 3rd tutorial on this, that's for sure. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so we have 12 loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we have 13 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Okay, because this is considered, let's say, half. Well, it's a group like this. The only difference is we have the blockage, so it's 13, right? And 12 of these. So we're going to continue to do the same way as we've been doing here. So we repeat, and I'll meet you at the end here. So went in, did my group, did my loops, and this is row 6. I believe that's what I said. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no, row 7. So we started row 7. On row 7, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12 little boxes in. Okay, so now here, we're going to do 2 chain. Inside of the chain stitch here, double crochet per space. That means we have 9 chains. We're supposed to have 9 double crochets. Coming to the single right here, we're doing 1 double crochet. This row will be like this all the way around, the same way. This is row 7. Make sure you get all your 9 double crochets in there, and of course 1 inside of the single. So you have 2, 4, 6, 8, your 9 that's in the chain, and 1 on top of the double crochet, the single, sorry. And so we continue on. Now you can do, you can overlap the chain stitch, but by overlapping, I don't guarantee you that you will have a nice straight line. So, and I think this looks much nicer this way because it gives it a nice flat pattern, you know, because everything stays in place. So when you get to the other side, you got to make sure at the end there, before you go into your little group, your last little group, you got to do that 2 chain exactly like we did here at the beginning. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 1 inside of the single. Make sure that when you get here to the end, you got to do exactly the 2 chain, okay? So it doesn't pull on the pattern. The pattern has to stay nice and flat, okay? Everyone going into row 8. Don't forget you had to do your 2 chains here, okay? Because we could forget since it's so close to the edge. 2 chain. I'm coming into my first double crochet and doing 3 double crochets, 1 per space. 2 chain separation. I'm going to skip 1, 2. I'm going into the third one and creating groups of 3 again. This whole row will be repeatedly the same way, skipping always 2 and going into the third. 2 chain, 1, 2, and into the third and creating the 3 groups of double crochet all the way around. I'll meet you here on row 9. Okay, you guys, just want to remind you that when you come to the end with your last 3, you're going to have 1 left over. That's normal. That's because of the double crochet count, okay? And as far as groups, you're going to have 24 groups of 3 double crochet, okay? So 1 left over and 24 groups of 3 double crochet. Okay, everyone, row 9. So I've started, of course, my row 9. Same way, always. 1, 2, 3. We're going to skip this first square, and we're coming directly inside of the second one. And we are going to skip the last one here too. We're not going to do it. So we're only going to work the next ones, okay? We're going to start our groups again. So basically we're starting the groups like down here. All over again. 2 double crochet, 2 chain, and 2 double crochet. Of course, if you're doing 3 double crochet, that's fine. 1, 2, and 3 into the next one. And create your groups again. And we're going to continue to do that all the way until the end. We don't do the last space at the end, exactly like we skipped the beginning. So we skipped this one. We didn't do. We're not doing this one either. Okay? So these 2, we don't do them. We just skip from here, 3 chain, and close in your slip stitch. I'll meet you at the end. Everyone, row 10 will be no different, except we're increasing on the chain. So 2, 3, and 4. So we did 3 on the previous one, 4, and the next row will be exactly the same, except we're doing chain 5. So I'm not going to be filming the next row because it's the same thing. So row 10 and 11 are exactly the same, except row 10 is 4 chain and row 11 is 5 chain. Okay. One, two, three, 4. 2 chain separation and 2 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and repeat the same thing. So basically we're going to repeat the same thing on row 11. The only difference is we'll be doing 5 chain instead of 4. Okay, so we have one more row to go before we can close all 3 of them in exactly how we did here. So basically right now we are doing these ones here, right? So this would be 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we are on 4, or should I say 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so we have a couple more rows to go in order for us to close out the chains. So I'll meet you at the end of row 11. Okay, everyone, starting row 12. So now we're going to close it up exactly like we did here. 1, 2, and 3. So I'm coming 1, 2 on the third one. Give it a good stretch and close it up. One, 2, and 3. And do your group. 2 chain. And again. 1, 2, and 3 chain. Skip, skip, and come and get your last one. 1, 2, and 3. And you continue to do your double crochets, your groups. 2 chain. Okay, so we're going to continue. So it's the same thing as here. We're doing it there. We're going to do all the way around. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so we finished row 12, going into row 13. Now row 13 is like starting all over again, the 4 rows. Okay, so we're going to do chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And create the group again. 2 chain. And we're going to continue chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And again. Now, so I said it was row 13, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so row 13 and 14 is 5 chains. Row 15 is 6 chains. And row 16, we are going to close out like this row here. So you have this row, which is this one, chain 5. Next row, which is row 14, chain 5. Row 15, chain 6, and then we'll come back and close it together on row 16. Okay, so complete yours. So 2 rows of 5 and 1 row of 6. So this row, the next row, 5 chain, and the one after is 6 chain. I'll meet you at the end of row 6 chain. Okay, everyone, so we finished doing row 15, going into row 16. And we're going to repeat the same thing like we did here. Okay, so we're going to close that in. We're going to do 4 chain, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to come down and I'm going to give it a stretch. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And continue our groups again of 2 double crochet. Or 3 if you're doing with the 3. It's the same thing. Just makes it a little bit more wider. I didn't want to, so I proceeded only with 2 double crochets. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so we pretty much finished doing the first video. Hopefully I can fit everything into this one video. And we cut the thread after this row. Now you need 2 motifs the same way. Same stitch, so I'll just go back to the video right from the beginning and create your other piece or copy from the one you've done. Because then after that we are going to do the centerpiece on the next video, which is this one here, the center middle. There is no flower, so we can put whatever decoration we need on top. So you will need 2 of these. We just finished this one, and you'll need the other one for the other side. So I'm going to continue to do my other one, and then I will do the tutorial on the middle piece when I'm ready, so we can add them all together. Okay,